Okay, I'm back. Day 3 in a row. I don't know why I always look away when I say that, but day 3 in a row. It is January, February, March, April 7th, 2025. I was not that locked in today, but I still was kind of locked in. I didn't really do anything that wasn't like working or getting ready for whatever, but I wasn't really being that productive as I could have been. I woke up. I want to get up at 5. I got up at like 7. I kept snoozing my alarm. That was definitely not locked in. But I also, if I would have got up at 5, I've been on like 6.5 hours of sleep. So it kind of explains why I kept snoozing it. Because I like getting my 8 hours. But so I ended up getting it kind of because I kept getting wake up like every like 10 minutes to snooze my alarm. So not really, but you know. Then I got up, I made breakfast, which was oatmeal and some rice cakes and an apple. And not oatmeal, sorry, yogurt with granola in it and like fruit and other stuff. And then I worked for like 8 hours, which involved like doing invoicing, and then I got some went to the bank, I got the mail, and then I did a few measures where I measured people's houses and gave them estimates for jobs. And then I got a truck up and running that was broken, which one of the spark plug connectors was just unplugged, so that it was misfiring, and it also wouldn't start because it was dead. So I jumped it, which was actually way more of a challenge than it should have been because that thing just did not want to jump. It was just had a really bad connection, and I think the battery just was super corroded, like the heads of it. I don't know what you want to call those, but did that. Made supper, and while I was heating everything up, and I was cutting up some kiwis to just put on the side, eat, I cut my finger, which hurt. So then I had to make a little side quest to go to Walgreens to grab some Band-Aids. Fortunately, because it was bleeding everywhere, and I really didn't want to get blood all over my food, so I did that. And then I showered and just got out of the shower. So here I am making the video, and it is currently 6:30. I have to be up at 3 a.m. So I'm gonna read a little, like a chapter of my book. I just took 3 melatonin, so I should be able to fall asleep and wake back up for my shift tomorrow morning. I'm gonna ask my manager to tomorrow in like 9 hours, how if I can have a meeting or whatever on who to talk to get switched shifts, which is not going to be a little scary, I guess, because I don't really like talk to my manager very often, but it's fine. It won't be a big deal. Talk to him, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Maybe I'll get that meeting set up that day, or maybe the next day. We'll see. I think that's it. By me saying I'm not locked in, it's just because, for one, I wanted to get up early and go to the gym, which is fine. That would actually been a day earlier than me going to the gym, but I was scared that I might be too tired after work today. So I wanted to, or tomorrow, so I wanted to do it early this morning. But I ended up doing it because I couldn't wake up. And I also want to get up early because I'll be more tired, so I could fall asleep and change my sleep schedule a little bit. Also, I was trying to think of some rules for my like being locked in days in a row to get my car or whatever, to get my reward, which was 200 days in a row. I get my new car, 100 days in a row. I get to go on a little vacation for a weekend or whatever. I decided no like substances. I'd make a video every single day. That's a no-brainer, both of those. Because those things are two things that no matter what I'm doing, I can still have fun without them. It can still happen no matter what. I feel like that's a necessity. And then I was trying to think of other things I can do. I was thinking tracking my calories, but honestly, it might not become worth it to even track your calories. But today I kind of felt like it was because I was tracking them, and it only ended up being like, at the end of the day, I still needed 600 because I get about an average 20,000 steps a day. So I really need a lot of calories to start gaining weight. I want to gain a pound a week. So my app told me 4,100 calories I needed a day with my body weight. Okay, I'm back. My phone just ran out of storage. I don't even remember what I was talking. Oh, like things I should be doing. I talked about one, no substances of any kind, and make sure to do a video every single day. And I was thinking about calories, and there's where I was. The calories, I was like 600 calories short. I need 4,100 calories in a day for me to be considered like bulking or whatever, gain a pound a week, which is a lot of weight actually. But I want to kind of gain weight fast. I needed to eat a lot. Like at the end of the day, I was 600 calories short, so I had like a giant bowl of ice cream and like a glass and a little bit of chocolate milk. It was, more than I needed right before bed, but I needed to get it in, so I did. And I think that's important, but also I think I don't know if I'll need it. I don't know if it's important, and if I'm cutting, it doesn't, I guess maybe it makes sense if I'm cutting, but I don't know. I just think I don't think that should be a requirement. What should be a requirement? Lifting, maybe not though, because I feel like being locked in is not, the idea of being locked in isn't always for the gym. It's mostly for business. So I feel like the gym needs to be there, but it has to be thing. I think and I want to do like, at least I complete all my goals of the day. But if I'm working the whole day, I don't want to completing my goals. It just is what it is. I think it should be those two things: the no substances and um and making these videos, because these videos are important. I think it makes me like kind of keep myself accountable a little bit making the videos. I don't really know why, because I'm not talking to anyone, but I feel like it does. I'm just gonna reflect with myself every day to see how much progress I made. And like I can hang out with friends, but as long as I stay kind of like making the videos and no substances, then it's okay. And as long as I consider myself considered still like locked in for the day, like I felt I would, maybe I was hanging out with friends, but right after I got good rest or I went to the gym that day, if I knew I wasn't gonna get rest, maybe I went to the gym right that day, so I would have it beforehand, so I make sure I got it in, or just something like that. That's the idea. And obviously, if I go on vacation, I'll give myself a little bit of a pass. But still, the two main criteria of no substances and making the video every day will stay. Because I want to say, obviously no substance for obvious reasons, but I want to see how my life is with the vacations and stuff, and to see how it goes and everything. I gotta find a good thing for me for when I have like 500 is the next day or something. I don't really know I don't know where I'll be at with that this 200 days. So I might have to restart a few times. That's gonna suck. And I have to keep myself accountable for it. So there we go. That's the end of this video. See you guys tomorrow.